Hi, this is BigBear with the US Chartbreakers for Tuesday, the 4th of April. Starting off with the S&P, where you can see that it's not quite up and away, but we've got the 50 and 200-day moving averages rising. We broke that February resistance line there around 40.20 and above the 50-day line, and that resistance line looking for at least 4,200, ideally 4,300 or 43.30 by the end of next month. On the downside, the only sort of negative would be that we broke back below the 50-day line and had to retest the 200-day moving average at 39.30 or 39.40 in fact over the near term. But at the moment, it looks as though with the 50 and 200-day lines rising, this market is ready for a bit of a continued bounce over the near term. On to the stocks, and first one here is Amesite, and here it's looking quite chirpy in the sense that it looks like we've got a broadening triangle reversal off the lows, with the market now, or the stock actually getting through the 200-day moving average at $4. Above that, we're looking for as high as $7, perhaps as soon as the end of this month. The worst case scenario probably is that the stock will need a retest of the 50-day moving average area near 340, but that closed through the 200-day line. Very impressive indeed. On to what is probably my favorite stock at the moment, just because it's in AI, or it says it's in AI. Here we've got a rising trend channel from back in September. Top of the channel there around $36, $37, and hopefully that will be hit over the next few sessions. Through $37, we're looking at a steeper line of ascent, perhaps up towards $50, maybe by the end of next month. At this stage, only well below $30, and basically the initial 2023 resistance really delaying the upside scenario. Another stock in a similar place and a similar tight line of business is BigBear AI, and here the situation is that we've got a rising trend channel in place since the turn of the year. A nice bounce off that channel, and rising 50-day moving average near the lows and closing above that yesterday. That suggests that while we're above $3, we should at least retest the February resistance around $6.30, up to $6.50, I think, in fact, by the end of this month. This stage only really well below the $2.50 area, and the resistance on Friday really delaying the upside there. On to Duos, and another stock which looks as though it's ready to ascend. Here we've got a rising trend channel from back in October. Bounced off that with a little bear trap on Friday, and certainly while we're above recent resistance around $3.20, looking for $5.50 as soon as the end of this month. RSI pushed through neutral 50 as well, and we closed above the 200-day moving average, so decent triggers there for further gains. Moving on to Grab Holdings, which is right on its 200-day moving average. We've got a line of resistance there from January. We want to clear really the $3.20 area. Above $3.20, we're looking for the shares to retest January resistance around $4 and hit the top of that trend channel from back in October. This stage, the stop loss really below $2.80 should be suffice. So that's quite a decent risk-reward situation. And the RSI also pushed through the neutral 50 level with a rising 200-day line as well. So positives there coming through. The next situation is Fusion Fuel Green, another trendy type of area. Here we've had bullish divergence with the lower lows there for March, April, but a higher RSI trace. And that suggests that we're ready to break through that falling wedge from the end of November, beginning of December. End of day close through 320 again really should be enough to get the shares on a trajectory to hit the top of that triangle from December as high as $6 as soon as the end of this month. If you're cautious, you might wait for an end of day close through the 50-day line up there at $3.30, but basically looks primed for a move at the moment, and ideally we stay above that $2 area, which was support on the way down. On to a different sector, Indonesia energy, and here we've had a gap to the upside off a broadening triangle, which is based near the lows. Bullish divergence there ahead of the gap higher, so it was foretold, and above the 50-day line at $5.50, looking for $8 by the end of this month. Nice close there above the 200-day moving average, the black line there yesterday. Moving on to another situation of interest, Kiromic, Biopharma, and here another falling wedge and bullish divergence combo. End of day close through $5. Could be enough to get the shares up to $10 as soon as the end of next month, but it looks as though the log jam is ready to burst, and the RSI through 50 as well gives extra confidence that there's going to be follow through towards the $10 area on Kiromic. On to a different area, Permian resources, and here we've got a breakout within a breakout through the 50-day moving average at $10.50. Above that, we're looking for the top of the channel there as high as $14 by the end of the month. We've got rising 50 and 200-day moving averages, RSI in a good place as well through 60, and at least while we're above that $10.50 level, looking for further upside. Probably $14 at the moment, seen as the minimum the shares could achieve. Going on to a situation which is another biosciences, biotech type of area. Here we've got Pulse Biosciences breakout here through the initial 2023 resistance. So that was around the $4 level, broken that quite easily. First target here towards $5, which is an August resistance line projection. And if you go further through through the $5 area, we could get up to $6 maybe by the end of the month. But initial target there up to $5 while we're above the $4 zone. Great stock coming up next in the form of Scynexis. Covered this a few times already. Here we've had great hammer candles over the last couple of sessions, and then the breakout, or the previous two sessions, and then the breakout through what was our initial target around $3.50, above $3.50, looking for an upgraded target as high as $5.20, which is a resistance line there from back in May last year, and we could hopefully hit that as soon as the end of this month. At this stage, only well below $3, really delaying or questioning the ongoing upside scenario. Great name for a company, SoundHound, and a great chart as well at the moment, just ready, looks like it's ready to pop. Here you can see the shares within a falling wedge, which has been in place since the beginning of February, looking for an end of day close really through $3.30, and that could be enough to get the shares on the road towards $7, which is a November resistance line projection, and we can maybe see that as soon as the end of next month. Upside certainly valid while we're above the 50 and 200-day moving averages around the $2.60 area, so above $2.60, looking for as high as $7 on SoundHound. Finishing off with Treasure Global, and here you can see that we've got a broadening triangle reversal in place, potentially. Well, it's already happening, I suppose. Here we closed above that last February resistance there around $2.10, and above that we're looking for as high as $2.75 at the top of that October broadening triangle. That's it from me today. More updates tomorrow.